Hi guys, hello there, welcome to my channel Naturally J Bean. I am Jay. I want to start by saying thank you for taking time out of your day, your schedule to spend some time with me. I appreciate it. You're amazing for that. I really hope everyone's having a great day, and if you're not, just take 2 minutes to breathe in, breathe out, and relax and clear your head, and hopefully you can tackle whatever is bothering you with a better point of view. So, what is Naturally J Bean all about? A lot of things, a lot of cool things, exciting things, fun things. We're talking about hair, food, makeup, dating, fashion, all those fun things, going places, meeting new people, doing cool things. But all of this, no matter what we end up doing, will be centered around self-growth, self-healing, building self-confidence, building self-esteem, and just making sure we're awesome at everything that we do, everywhere we are, no matter where we are or who we're with. So yeah, I'm going to be working on ourselves for 2019 in so many different ways, fun, cool, amazing, exciting ways. So what are my goals for 2019? My goals for 2019 is, well, first and foremost, working on myself, pouring all my energy, my love, my happiness into me. That is a priority. I am a priority for myself 2019, not that I wasn't before, but a lot of times we get distracted with friends and families and work, definitely work. So 2019, I'm selfish. It's all about me. We're selfish. It's all about us. 2019. Then I want to work on saving money and money management. That is a big thing for me. I will say that I am terrible at money management. I am definitely working on that. Third, reading. I want to read more. I'm trying to read more from Black authors and just enjoy all types of genres of books and, you know, build a small library. So I'm doing that. And then last thing I want to do is work on my physical appearance. I want to work out more. I want to get my legs back in shape, put some muscle up in there, get my booty looking right, get the stomach looking A1. You know, I just want to work on my outer appearance. Not that I'm not happy with myself. I love my body. I love me. But I just want to, you know, nothing wrong with wanting some muscle. Nothing wrong with wanting some muscle at all. So yeah, these are the things I want to do for 2019 for myself. I really hope you guys can share your goals with me. Just let me know what you want to work on. Maybe we could be working the same thing together and we could also help each other. Yeah. So how do I plan on taking on my goals for 2019? Well, for starters, for my mental health, for money management, I am trying to eat at home more and stop spending on eating foods outside. I am definitely eating more oatmeal for breakfast at home, and yeah, you know, save more, and that way I'm not constantly like buying food outside, because one, food is really expensive. Lunch alone could add up to like $20 if you get like a bowl, you get a bowl of food from somewhere, then you want to get a drink, that could add up to like $15 to $20 in like no time. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to avoid that a lot. And moving forward from that, the other thing I'm working on is my mental health and taking care of me and making sure I'm doing good in everything that I do. So in that sense, I go to hot yoga, and hot yoga is really good for you. It helps with your heart regulation, regulate the heartbeat. It helps with opening your lungs for breathing. It helps remove toxins out of your liver and just like remove toxins out of the body in general. And it is amazing. Actually, it's also helpful if you're trying to lose weight. It helps you sweat off those pounds. And yeah, it's beautiful. I like it. I love it. I feel like if you're suffering from anxiety or like panic attacks like I used to, it really helps you control them. It teaches you to discipline yourself, to breathe in and breathe out and control yourself and not freak out, because when you're in that room, the first time you're in that room, you definitely want to freak out and you're just like, I can't breathe. Oh my God, where's the oxygen? Where's the air? But just being in that room, it tells you like, okay, calm down, You can't freak out. Count to 10, 10 to 1, do whatever you have to. Say the alphabets if you have to. Something, you know, alphabets. I say alphabets. If you have to clear your mind, and just, it's really, really good. So I go to hot yoga on a Sunday. I try to go 3 days a week, but I really make sure I go every Sunday. So Sunday ends my week and ends like whatever stress, whatever arguments, whatever negative things I've been through, and just feel like I'm overwhelmed. It helps me just like clear my mind as best as possible. And then also starts my week by mentally preparing me for whatever I have to face, whatever the week wants to bring on, whatever life wants to bring on. It just helps me breathe in, breathe out, relax, roll my head a bit, and just clear my mind and just be ready for everything. So I would recommend anyone who's suffering from anxiety or just like panic attacks, or you just like you stress a lot and you just need a moment to relax and you need to control yourself and discipline. Hot yoga, maybe regular yoga, just yoga in general, but for me hot yoga does the job. It does the job for me. I tried regular vinyasa yoga, it's not for me. I tried hot vinyasa, I loved it. So but it's also a little bit more intense for me, so I have to like continue doing it to get used to it. But hot vinyasa is great. So pick a hot room and then all the movements of vinyasa with all the flows. Yep, that crazy. It's really intense. So I wouldn't recommend it for beginners at all. So yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm working on with myself so far. My goals for making my mindset is in shape, and I'm doing what I need to do. Now, my reading, I have a wide variety of books I started reading for 2019. I love to read, and I want to create my own library one day, but I felt like I fell off from reading. Like a lot of us do, we don't read on a regular, so I decided I want to read on the regular because reading is fundamental. Duh. I'm kidding, but it is fundamental. And first book I read was What a Time to Be Alone. Now this book is really just about how to handle yourself with people and situations. The author of this book, I don't know if you know her, Slum Flower. She started the saggy titty movement in the UK, or Free the Saggy Boobs, something along that line. But she is amazing. I follow her on Instagram and I love her. She's like phenomenal. She just speaks her mind. She is a woman at heart and believe in the woman empowerment, and she is everything to me anyway. So yeah, and this book she breaks it down into sections of you, us, and them, and how to handle people, how to handle situation in this crazy world that we live in, and how to make sure you're always okay. What you need to do to make sure you're okay. So that was one of the books I read. And I also read Well Read Black Girl, which was really good. I read this book in like 2 days. If Beale Street Could Talk, this was amazing. This Beale Street and I Am Not Your Negro is from James Baldwin. They're both really good. But this is actually a movie. I Am Not Your Negro. I can't find a movie. If anyone knows the movie, can you please forward it to me? I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And Kindred, this book is everything. This book is so sad and so amazing in the process. It is wonderful. But the last book I'm reading right now, I cannot get into it. I have to start over. The Heads of the Colored People. It is actually about police brutality, but the author jumps so many times to so many different characters. I can't keep up. So I have to like start reading really slow. And I read fast, so it's like I have to learn to read really slow to get into this book. But yeah, reading those books is just a fun and amazing journey. One, they're all Black authors, which is something that I love it. That's what I want to do. I want a library with like 95% Black authors only. If you're, yeah, that's just what I want for me. What I also do is I read out loud. I read aloud to just boost my confidence and help with pronunciation of words and speaking better. So I just feel like if English is not your first language, this would be so perfect for you. This would actually help you to speak out loud and just like speak better. And I know I tend to speak really weird and I speak really fast, and then a lot of people tell me I have a British accent because when I get nervous, I don't know why I have a British accent when I'm nervous. I cannot explain it to you. It just happens. I don't know if I sound like I have a British accent now, but I have been told on countless occasions that I have a British accent, so yeah, that is that. And the last thing I want to do is go to the gym and hit the gym more. It's hard. It's really hard. My thing is I don't need any help with my legs, but I definitely need help. I need a trainer for upper body strength. These arms are useless. They're just there. You know what they're good for? Helping the shorter people at work get stuff from the tall shelf. That's what they're good for. They're yours now, co-workers. Here's my aunt. Because that's really what I do with them. I can't do a push-up, so I want to do a push-up. I want to learn to do a push-up, a proper push-up, that is. And you know, I have an idea of how to do a proper push-up. This really amazing trainer, Simone, helped me do a push-up one time. I took one of her random classes, and she's really good. So I know how to do a proper push-up because of her. So I just have to train myself and practice off the notes that she gave me. So yeah, that's what I want to do for 2019. But what I have done that I haven't said yet, I took myself on an amazing date. And that is something everyone should experience and everyone should do and take themselves out. Now I know it sounds kind of weird. It's like, why would I want to take myself out on a date? That is so crazy. But it's actually so uplifting, and it's really good to help boost your self-esteem, your confidence. It's a good way to pour love and happiness and joy into yourself and make sure you're doing perfect, you're doing A1, and you're just like, I know me. I think I'm awesome. I think I'm really cool. So this is like a really good thing that you should do. So it all started, I took myself to the movies. I went out to the movies once. I went out to the movies, and then from the movies I went out to eat, which was really good. And I was just eating in my little zen bubble, and I was reading Kindred, and I was just chilling, and it's so amazing and so good and so wonderful, and it's a beautiful experience, and I believe everyone should experience it. And I know society said, hey, this is so weird that you shouldn't go out by yourself. And even like coworkers of mine are just like, that is weird to go out and eat by yourself and to go out and just like want to. I didn't have alcohol or anything, but I could have had a glass of wine if I want, because I have wine at home by myself all the time. But it was great to like just be away from people. I interact with people 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, probably 10 hours a day, and it's like, I like to be alone, and it's like a great way to like take yourself and be with yourself. You get to learn yourself. You learn your strengths, you learn your weaknesses, you learn how to turn your weaknesses into a strength, you know how to make sure your strength becomes your best asset. You learn a lot about yourself on so many levels, just being with yourself in that little moment. And here is how we tend to lose ourselves, because let's say this is you, right? This is you, and this is your happiness. So this is you, this is your happiness, and then this is, let's say this is Frank. Now Frank could be a co-worker, a friend, whatever you want Frank to be. Whatever you want Frank to be, that is Frank. This is Frank. A lot of times we confuse our happiness with other people. So you're chilling with Frank, you and Frank are going out on the town, you guys are turning it up, right? You guys are having fun, and then you accidentally mistake your happiness with Frank. So when Frank disappears, you have nothing. Your happiness goes with Frank. So we have to learn to associate our happiness with ourselves and be ourselves and build ourselves and build our confidence on our own without mixing it up with someone else. Yes, we all need a Frank in life, but that does not mean Frank is our happiness. Frank is our joy. We are our own joy. We are our own happiness. You build yourself, you build your happiness, you build your joy. You pour your all into yourself to make you an amazing person, an amazing human being in everything that you do. And yes, I did use mascara and a Sharpie to demonstrate this, but that's not the point. So yeah, these are things we need to do and learn to love ourselves, not let society tell us what we should and shouldn't do when we want to be alone. Nothing crazy like, you know, you looking up guns or anything, but just like, take time to love yourself and build yourself and make sure you're an amazing person in every wonderful thing that you do. So before we leave on that note, I just want to say something from What a Time to Be Alone. And yeah, it says, nobody is ever going to be able to fill your U-shaped hole for you. Meaning, only you can build your happiness. Only you can make you that little ball of happiness. Not Frank, not no one else, but you. So learn to build yourself, learn to build your happiness, learn to build your self-confidence, learn to build your joy, your love, whatever you need in life that makes you you and makes you awesome and make you stand out. Pour into yourself, pour everything into yourself. And on that note, have a wonderful day. Hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram at naturallyjbean, and see you guys next week.